Hello everybody, my name is Iowa and welcome to Rome Total War Barbarian Invasions. This is episode 11 and we are playing as the Franks. In the last episode we took over all of Britannia and we took back the African town of Tingi, the Berbers' capital I guess. And yeah, so we took our fair few amount of territory. We also took Corsica, whatever it's fucking called, in the last episode. And we kind of, recovered from that. In this episode, we're hoping to really end it off in either this episode or the next episode, but we also faced a few, losses. And a few more problems, of course. First, let's start off with us taking Londinium. We took Londinium, and, the Romano-British have spawned, so at the moment, I'm skilling for them. I do find them, and they are kind of in, what are they called? Chorus, or, Cornwall, that's what the place is called, Jesus. We also have, the Goths are leaving us alone, thankfully, but in the last episode, we had a major loss. We got our asses handed to us by the Lombards again. Or, we lost that taking a settlement, and the Lombards decide, hey, this is a good chance to attack the main front of our empire. And while they don't have the best army, we definitely killed a lot of their infantry in a fort battle, but besides that, yeah, we still gotta worry about that. They have some barbarians and some militiamen. I'm really hoping we just kind of snipe them out with our towers. They do definitely struggle, and we do throw pilas at them, making it just that much harder to really hurt us or, defeat us. And plus, these pikemen are built for defense, so I wasn't really worried while getting into this fight. But they seem to actually do extremely well against my men, even in a defensive position. And I think that's really weird. So I charge my other flank in there and hopefully eat them away. And they're not particularly strong, so I don't understand why they were doing so much. They even routed that first unit, and I was like, oh no, I'm going to lose. Look at them, they have two separate units. Even the towers that are shooting at them aren't doing enough to defeat that unit. And so I'm starting to panic, and I'm like, oh no, what to do? Eventually, they actually win that big-ass conflict and, charge in. So my first instinct is, holy crap, I need to get away, and I just don't do it in time. This generally makes me mad because I feel like I did have that battle. I don't know how they were able to win that battle without them routing. It was a close defeat. If I was able to kill all their infantry and the towers would have done just a bit more, I bet you I would have won that fight without a second thought. Yeah, so that's a great start of the episode. We already lose a territory, and Spain or Iberia is starting to piss me off and decides it wants a riot. Corduba, starting to riot and stuff, not making this any easier on me. Besides that, we've lost. Well, we're trying to rebuild that one army back. We got it back kind of into full-ish commission, but we're gonna see if we could just steal the settlement off. They have around 3-ish armies surrounding this one, so I'm not too confident in taking it back. We also got to take care of the Romano-British this episode, because their AI is triggered to go for Londinium. So they're going to see if they can take that back off of them. I decided to kind of surround them, so if they want to attack Londinium, they're going to have to face an army, and to go the other way, they're going to have to face a river crossing that I'm really hoping for, because river crossings are the biggest, ally. Not just that, the Saxons are starting to harass us again. They instead have, their whole fucking family, apparently, they sent after me, that I thought was fucking ridiculous, man. They said, the AI is so aggressive in this game, they sent everything they had at us on a ship, and I don't have any ships to take that out. Meaning, we have more problems on Britannia than we really have to face. Things are looking pretty grim for this campaign already, and we're almost at the end. We took 3 episodes last, and hopefully we're able to recover. We already lost a settlement this episode. Besides that, we go with a traditional strategy against the Lombards, but they have reinforcements in decent numbers. And apparently, we have the balance, but I don't feel confident due to the fact that they have more cavalry, and not even that, they have really high quality troops to really face me and defeat me. I decided to surround them and take their archers out. They decide to clash with my lines, and they win because, I guess my defenses aren't that good. I only have mercenary spearmen and town watch or whatever they call them in this game now. Fel X-Men or some bullshit like that. They're really weak guys, and they suck. I'm never gonna use them again, man. They always get their asses kicked. I don't know what is with it, but yeah. So I decided to send my general and see if I could stir up the infantry, because already my left flank has broken. They are surrounding me with their cavalry now, and now they're sending out berserkers, and those are cunts to deal with right now. Our archer fire is hopefully sustaining them, but realistically not. We try to surround their cavalry or their general with a buttload of cavalry. Not working. We have a second army still coming in. And even though it says I'm winning the fight, I really don't feel like it. At the moment, like, I'm just outnumbered as hell. All my men are routing, and, well, it's proven to be kind of a challenge to keep up my front there. Eventually, the right flank is going to break, because one, they have a bit of cavalry, and still that one unit is keeping up with the very right front there, on the very right front. Not just that, I don't have enough cavalry to really charge into the flanks on the incoming army. My archers aren't doing shit to that, and I'm trying to kill that general the best I can, as you guys could tell. A lot of my units are coming back, but they're all scattered and such, so I can't really get them in a defensive position. That general is really tough. He actually, routes around 2 units of riders and such, or raiders, before I'm able to really get him down. It gets to a point where I'm like, oh no, I'm taking too much time. I finally slay the general. Thank God, that's the only victory from this fight. I know I'm losing this fight because I just don't have the units to keep up, and I decided to get everybody out of there. I decided to go on a manual route. I get a clear defeat, but I am able to preserve my general, and I believe that was the smartest decision I could have done, because I knew I was going to lose the fight. I at least killed the general, so they're not going to have him harass me too much. Hopefully delay them a bit. Besides that, we are on our way to Carthage, hopefully taking that this episode, and Syracuse on Sicily. I'm still not able to get a view of it, but yes, I know it is there, and I know it's the only settlement there. Besides that, we are pushed back, and now we're not even able to see our eastern front again, making me very nervous. The Saxons have actually landed right beside Londinium, making this a dire situation, me dealing with the Romano-British and the Saxons at the same time. I actually see the Romano-British there, and I decide to attack them for now. I'm thinking just getting them out of the way just in case if I have to deal with the Saxons. I am going to defeat them in this episode, is guaranteed though, because I can't have them harassing Britannia and do whatever they damn want. So yeah, I do decide to attack them on this turn. Seeing no other option, they do get a lucky forced spawn, but I know I outnumber them, and I have an extremely experienced general to deal with a situation like this. Though they do have Gal Knights and such, I'm not too worried due to the fact that I just have a shit ton of cavalry, and my archers are able to dwindle them down a bit. Yeah, I don't have the best mercenary units, nor many infantry, but I believe my general can defend to the most part. And if I just flank them, I think they're done for if I get them on a mass route. The Gale Knights decide to come out, so I send my general and my archers decide to run. And, well, I'm in the middle of flanking them on the left side and on the right side. Their general gets kind of in my way, but I rout him and easily defeat him. And it goes into a mass route, or maybe even a fake route, though it does turn into a mass rout eventually because their lines decide to crumble even against mercenary units, and my archers are just helping with the fire there. My cavalry comes in and smashes the rest of their ranks. I'm hunting them down with my my left flank. Holy shit, left, right. And I decide, or I don't decide, because, well, I claim victory. It's as easy as that. No more Romano-British, destroy him in this turn. Now all I have to deal with is the Saxons. I decide to push against them. I don't attack them right away, but I do push, so if they're going to attack me, they're going to have to deal with Londinium, and hopefully they just either go away or they attack this turn. They don't, and they're actually gone. They're away. And my presumption is that they're somewhere on Britannia, because I don't see them on their fleet there. So I'm just searching around Britannia somewhere. Hopefully they didn't go up north. Hopefully not running into an ambush, because ambushes kind of suck in this game. Because I think you don't get to deploy your units if you get ambushed. That I think is crazy. Besides that, the Lombards are pushing out from the east now, looking like a Germanic horde, scaring the utmost crap out of me because I am not prepared on my eastern front. I need to rebuild an army right quick. I'm hoping to send my my general from Britannia to head down and fight the Lombards on my eastern front. I reach Carthage and Syracuse, though I don't think I have enough movement points to really put Syracuse under siege. It really doesn't have much in it. All it has is 2 generals, and I think next to it, it has some spearmen. So, and next turn, I should be able to take Carthage. I put that one under siege immediately. And, well, nothing really much happens besides that. Corduba suffers from the plague as well, making this kind of a pain in the ass to deal with because, well, all over the empire is dealing with plagues and overpopulation and riots and such, and it's really it's hard to deal with it, though my economy is kind of growing pretty well, so that should do me well. Because I got those mercenaries with catapults, I am able to take Syracuse, but besides that, I wait because there's other matters to address. I decided to take the risk, and hopefully the Saxons piss off on my land, because I decided this is an emergency situation. I decided to send all that I have in Britannia to help defend against the Lombards. Besides that, I take Carthage with no problem. I exterminate the population. They are Christian, but I know my mistakes. I'm not going to repeat them. The best experience is failure, and, well, I didn't want to deal with that again. I would have lost Carthage. Carthage is a Christian settlement, so I decided just not burn down the church. Instead, I actually decided to enhance the religion there so it doesn't hate me half to death. This fight actually gets me nervous, though I do have numbers on my side. Generals are a very powerful unit, and I think one of them is a faction leader, meaning they could be very difficult to handle. As you guys know, the Goths were a real heck of a handbasket to deal with, and they would just destroy everything just with their faction leader alone. But I'm so glad this is not the case. I send my own general in, and I send around 5 units of riders or raiders. They do take a hit, but they decide to crumble one route. I send one of my general right through just so they could strike them from behind. They decide to retreat. I only really sent archer fire after them, nothing really much, just to dwindle them and deter them from hitting me. I know they can't catch up with my archers anyways. I run down their last general there, so I took out 2 of the generals. And, well, I chase off that unit. It doesn't turn out I do take the settlement, sadly. Really sucks. I'm just kidding. I do take the settlement. I didn't think I had enough movements, and, well, I just auto-resolve it because I could get into a settlement anyways. It's not much of a problem at all. And, well, guys, that ends off episode 11 of my Franks campaign. Thank you so much for watching. I am sweating my ass off. It is hot as hell in this room, and this episode was pretty intense. The Lombards, we got to deal with them in the next episode. Hopefully, we can beat the campaign next episode. That's what I'm really hoping for. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that shit YouTubers tell you to do. And, well, I'll catch y'all later.